Hello. Okay, if I could get everybody's attention, because I want to be as, okay. All right, everybody, we're about to begin. So because I want to be respectful of everybody's time, and I also want to be respectful of those who have very important things to say, we're going to start as close to time as possible, and that means we're starting now. We have over 45 organizations that are going to be speaking today. So 45 different entities are going to come up, talk about the services that they provide in the community. We invited LGBTQ organizations and LGBTQ serving organizations. And we have people that are here as attendees that are not part of organizations. So you're going to learn lots of different information, and I'm very grateful that all of you are here. So first off, my name is Robin McGehee. I'm the LGBTQ liaison for the city of Fresno. Thank you very much. Thank you. More importantly, I am the person who's going to tell you where the bathrooms are. And so the bathrooms are right through those doors right there. Use your restroom of choice, free to pee wherever it feels right for you. And I want you to also know that there's Wi-Fi here on the campus for free. If you want to be able to have access to your email or Google or whatever you use, you can go on to SC Guest, I think it is, and log on for free. So feel free to do that. There are snacks in the back, water, and I'm not talking about the hot cop right at the back table. So everybody stay away from him. There is water and chips on the back table. There are note cards if you want to take notes, and there's pens and things if you didn't bring anything to write with. Throughout the day on this slide, you're going to see these organizations slide with how to get involved with their organization, ways to contact them, and maybe things that they provide, either programs or services. If you can't see this slide projector, I will be sending out a list of the slides after today's event. If you would like to be on that email list and you did not get an email from me about today's event, you can see me and I'll give you my card. And if you email me, I will put you on the list and I'll send you these slides. And I'll also send you a recording of today's session, which is going to be posted on Zoom. So it's on Zoom right now recording. It'll have closed captioning. And if you miss anything, you'll be able to watch it and have the slides available. I also want to say that for those of you who are connected to an LGBTQ or LGBTQ serving organization, many of you may or may not know that the city of Fresno most recently approved $100,000 in grant funds for the community. Yes. And you can find information about those grants at this, I'm jumping over, right there. You can find out information about how to apply if you email me. My email is there, robin.mcgehee@fresno.gov. What I do want to say is that this process started before I became the liaison. We met in August as community members at different locations, from United Way to EOC LGBT Center, the Woolward Park Library, and most recently the Betty Rodriguez Library. And in those meetings, these people, many people that are here today, helped create the list of the angle of what we were looking for in these grants. So if you look at Planet Bid's bid information, you will see the description of what the community has said they want services for. These were what was highlighted by the community. So if you do a quick search on Planet Bids, when I send you the link, you'll be able to read all the language. And if you're connected to an organization that wants to apply, all the information about applying is on that Planet Bids link, which is free. I want to first say that this event did not just happen from those community members. This happened from a crew of people that when I was tasked with this from the committee that met last at Betty Rodriguez, for those of you who were there at that last meeting, raise your hand. if you came up with this idea, okay? So there are many people in this space that came up with this idea. And that group first is who deserves a round of applause, because they were saying we need to have town halls. There will be a future town hall on June the 12th, and it will be in the Fresno City Old Administration Building in their beautiful auditorium. And you'll get information about that if you email this email address. If you didn't learn about this one through me, I will email you information about that one in the future. It's set for Wednesday, June the 12th, from 6 to 9. But intimately involved in the organizing of this are a couple of different people. One was very impromptu. That was the book ban committee. They were standing out here before their book ban committee meeting, and they helped me bring all of the stuff that needed to be schlepped into the building. So a big thank you to them, because we had water and all these other things. Thank you. Mav Hardy, where's Mav? Mav's walking around getting people to sign with name tags and everything. I don't see Mav. Where, Mav? Okay, I don't. Booth. Okay, over there meeting, doing the work. So definitely want to thank them for participating and helping from the very beginning. And then also, I have a co-host with me today. If you could please come up right now and get your recognition. We have Juan Robinson Bustamante, DeAngelique Jackson, Allie Murphy, and my ride or die, who has been tremendously helpful during this entire process since August, and that is Tracy Cisnero. If you could give them a big round of applause. So what will happen is, just like you see me doing, I'm gonna welcome some people up, they're gonna talk. They were all told they only have 1 to 3 minutes. There's a timekeeper. Once their time's up, they're gonna be asked to sit down. The hard work is gonna be done by Ralph and Terry. So Terry Stacio and Ralph are in charge of the program. These beautiful people are welcoming these committee members to come up and talk about their organizations. Thank you so much for your help. They'll have the mic later on today. Now, so we can stay in pace, the first person that I would like to welcome to the stage is someone that this position that I am in and the grant money that you are applying for would not have happened without her being willing to come out as a city council representative. She could have easily sat in the closet, and she did not. She also advocated as an out lesbian for my position and for our community to get funding. So if you could please help me welcome the president of our city council, that's Annalisa Perea.
All right, that was a good hair day. I have a hard time getting there most days, but thank you everyone for having me. I'm Annalisa Perea. I'm the council president now for the Fresno City Council. Thank you. Thank you. But as Robin mentioned, we have been very successful over the last couple of years in securing funding from a government standpoint for the LGBTQ community. We just approved another $100,000 to the EOC LGBTQ Center, so we're happy to have been able to do that again this year. And as Robin mentioned, we also set aside another $100,000 to go towards our other LGBTQ organizations. And so I'm really excited to see how that comes to formation. And I think most importantly, we now have a prominent, I hope permanent face to the LGBTQ community when it comes to increasing access and rebuilding trust between our community and government. And that's Robin McGee, and there's no better person I could think of for this position. So congratulations, Robin, on being our face liaison for the community. And I say all that to say that it's no surprise that we're gonna be coming across some really big fiscal challenges this budget cycle. It's not unique to Fresno. Every other major city in our state is going through the same hardships. And so while we have been very successful and lucky to have secured the money that we have for our community. I'll be the bad guy, but it's not gonna be as pretty moving forward. And so that means it's gonna be that much more on me to make sure that we secure the resources we need to continue to help to make our organization successful, but I can't do it alone. So when I'm calling on you guys saying, hey guys, I need you to come to the city council meeting and let's advocate for more money for our local nonprofits. I want to see the same group of people show up at City Hall and fight with me to make sure that we can keep continuing to set aside money for the organizations that matter most to us. And so when Robin's calling you guys saying, hey guys, we need you to show up, or we need you to write letters, we need you to rally, it's for a very good cause, which I think you're going to learn more about today. And so thank you for having me here today. You have my full support. You have my promise that I'm going to continue to keep advocating, but I can't do it alone, especially as times are getting harder. And we're going to get a better picture of that this Thursday, but it's not looking pretty, guys. We're looking like we're going to be in the double digits in the red. So it's going to be up to us to figure out how we're going to close that gap. And sometimes the first things to be cut are funding opportunities like this. And so you have my commitment that we're going to continue to work hard to secure the funding that we need for our organizations that are here today. And so thank you for having me. I will continue to be your face and voice, but know that you now have multiple faces and voices at City Hall to help fight the good fight. So thank you for having me. Robin, thank you for everything that you're doing for our community. Thank you.
Also, don't forget that getting involved is also doing things like running for office. Thank you to Jen Cruz. We got 30% of the vote, which is saying something in Fresno County, 30% of the vote. I also want to recognize James Martinez, an elected for Fresno County Schools. Thank you for being here. And up next, this would not have happened if it was not for this next guy, because at the time that our group said, let's have town hall, you would have been meeting like at Woodward Park, road with the bullhorn. But Nicholas Valencia Lucero is, sorry, Nicholas, is from Fresno City College, but he represents this district. And I asked him to come up and give us some information about what this campus does for the community, but also what role he plays in the community.
Thank you. Yes. The man of many names I am. So thank you, Robin. I want to first take an opportunity to acknowledge that in this space, we are able to have this because we have an amazing administrative staff here at Fresno City College and the district. Unfortunately, Dr. Pimentel, our president, was not able to make it, but he wanted me to make sure that he sends his utmost gratitude for all of you being here. He truly appreciates community, and he wants to make sure that Fresno City College is the space and we put community in community college. Secondly, I would also want to thank you on behalf of Dr. Goldsmith, our chancellor, who is also a fierce advocate for the LGBTQ community among all of the different populations in Fresno who need the voice that needs to be spoken for sometimes because they can't speak for themselves. So she is absolutely someone who continues to advocate for LGBTQ people and all of our community members here at Fresno City College. So they send their deepest gratitude and thanking you all for being here because it is an important event and we want to continue to have events like this for our community. And lastly, I personally want to thank you all for being here. I am the president of the Rainbow Alliance Staff and Faculty Association. Thank you. And I truly tell you from the bottom of my heart, when I first started working here on this campus, I knew it was a different place to work where people can be their authentic self. And from the moment I started work here until today, it has only gotten better and better. Again, it's through our own visibility of the efforts of our administration. And I'm proud, again, a proud out male to say that I'm here on behalf of RASPA is just unbelievable. I cannot even express how amazing that feels to be able to intertwine my professional life with who I truly am. That's a dream, a gay boy's dream, right? That's what we want. So I want to tell you a little bit about what we do in Rainbow Alliance. There are two very particular events that we have each year. One is our Rainbow Graduation Celebration, which celebrates our students and their success here at Fresno City College. I invite all the community members to attend this event. It's important to our students to know that they have support, not only within the campus community, but their community as well. So if you're interested in attending, our next one is going to be on May 6th. In the OAE Courtyard, West Courtyard at 5:30 p.m. You can always, and I don't think I gave you our email, but it's raspa@fresnocitycollege.edu, raspa, R-A-S-F-A, at fresnocitycollege.edu. Our second event that we have, which we postponed this semester, we're moving it to the fall semester, is our gala, which is a brunch that we have. It is to benefit our student scholarship. So if you email us, we'll make sure that you have that information. Again, it is a gala scholarship brunch. So those are two things that we do. In terms of the Fresno City College campus, I am also the director of outreach. And I want to make sure that as I serve our community, I'm serving all of our community. So my commitment to you all is to include not only the LGBTQ community, but every segment of our community so that they feel welcome and feel like they have a space here at Fresno City College. I think it's important for us all to share a space where it's safe and that we're addressing the needs of all of our community members. That's what I have for you at Fresno City College. Also, I forgot after I also want to thank one of our trustees, Trustee Johnson, for being here today. Thanks for community college. And I also want to welcome her to the stage so that she can talk on behalf of our board. Thank you, Trustee.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to see so many familiar faces and some new ones. Welcome to Fresno City College. And on behalf of the whole district, which includes Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Madera Community College, and Reedley College, I want to say welcome. And it's my joy to serve you all on the board. I was elected in 2020. It is my honor to do that work on behalf of the community, a community I'm in, the LGBTQ community, a community that my kids are in, a community that, you know, I think that there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of national and international narratives that we have to push back on, and my role on the board, along with a lot of affirming board members, is to write policies and make sure that old language is stripped out, that people feel welcome in our spaces, and that our policies reflect where we're headed with diversity, equity, inclusion, and access. And I have to say, it's not perfect, but we are moving in a great direction. And I'm proud to represent you all on the board. And I want to say that there are events for the LGBTQ community on all of our campuses. Next week, let me get this right. On Tuesday at Reedley College, there's a Rainbow Brunch happening. Also next week on Thursday, there is a Colors of Change event happening at our Madera campus where we'll have athletes from Fresno State. And I'm just really excited about all of the rainbow events happening, from flag raisings and to the signs on our bathrooms that I'm glad Robin mentioned. It's a basic right. People need to use the bathroom, and we need to make sure that they can use it here at their college. And that the community can use it here at our college. And so on behalf of the board, I appreciate you all here today and doing this work for our community. Thank you.
Up next, I also want to recognize one more city official, and that is the newly appointed Sergeant Matthew Kotu, LGBT liaison for the Fresno Police Department. First time ever in the history of Fresno Police Department to have an LGBTQ liaison. And that happened because of the leadership that we see coming out of City Hall. It's gonna change the way other people are doing business as well. So thank you, Matthew, for our sergeant, for being out and being willing to be out in uniform. So up next, we have our next speaker, who is Paul Amico, who is the Assistant Director of Public Utilities at the City of Fresno.
First of all, thanks for giving me the time. I just want to be very brief about why I'm here. So first, thanks to all the organizations for giving me the time here to do this, and for Robin for inviting me. I'm Assistant Director of Public Utilities. We provide water, wastewater, and residential solid waste collection services to the city of Fresno. So today I'm here to talk about trash. The City Council in December authorized us to move forward with what's called a Proposition 218 process to update our rates. They haven't been updated in 15 years. So one of the things that we're doing, and one of the directions that council gave to us, was get out and explain why we need this. Council President Perea had said the city as a whole is in a very tough financial position, and for us to come out now and say that we need to raise our rates, we're here to educate everybody. So why I'm here is to let everybody know you're going to start seeing the protest cards this week. We have a 45-day period. We will be at City Hall May 2nd to go in front of council and have council consider the rate update, count the protest cards that we're going to receive. And between now and then, we're reaching out to community-based organizations. Anyone that wants to meet with us, if you want to have an individual conversation, any of the groups here today, please get in touch with us. And then keep an eye out for a series of community meetings that we're going to be having through the month of April. That kicks off March 27th at City Hall in the council chambers at 7 p.m. And then we are holding 11 additional meetings throughout the city to educate our customers about why we need to do this. So we have a great website, resources. If you want to schedule a meeting with us, just go to Prop 218 at fresno.gov, and that'll get to us. So thank you very much.
So, and also, if you don't get the QR code to work, you can email me and I can connect you. He is willing, and the team is willing, to come to any community organizing meeting that you put together, or if you have one on a regular basis that you need speakers, that would be a good place to find one, so they can come in and talk about what's going on. So thank you so much, Paul, for being here. Now, I purposely, with the team, we put education first, because we know that representation in city government does not happen unless our community is educated, and not only educated, but taking action in education. So up next, we have a slide that is connected to Fresno Unified School District. There is a representative from Fresno Unified School District, that's Susie Wallace right here. She is not taking her time to speak, because she's honoring the time of the day and how quickly we're moving. But Fresno Unified School District does amazing work in this community. And if you want to find out ways, for one, to get your young people connected and involved, or you need support at FUSD, please reach out to Susie, or I can connect you with Susie. The other thing to know is that we have our next person. I'm going to stop speaking and the group is going to start taking over, and that is DeAngelique Jackson. This slide that you're going to see next, oh wait, there's the website for the FUSD. I'm moving too fast. And I will send this out. DeAngelique Jackson is up here from the CSUF Black Student Success Initiative at Fresno State. She's going to first talk about the organization that she's organizing with in an event that's coming up on Monday, is happening at Fresno State's library. It's about the book bans. It's something that she sent to me to get the word out to all of you, but she will be our next host. So please give a big round of applause to DeAngelique. And also know, when you come up, if you look at the screen, you'll be on video. If you don't want to be on video, then just stand over to the left and it'll close caption whatever you say.
Thank you so much, Robin. Hello, everyone. My name is DeAngelique Jackson. I serve in a few capacities. I'm the interim program coordinator for the Black Student Success Initiative at Fresno State, but I'm also here today representing Faith in the Valley, which is a nonprofit organization. I'm their community justice fellow. And I also just want to say with this event, I did share it with Robin, but I want to give full credit to the Fresno State Library and the work that their scholars are doing for this event. I just wanted to spread the word because I know what's at stake, especially when you look at our political structure and what the Board of Supervisors has tried to incorporate over the last year. So we have a lot to do, a lot of work to do as a community, and I love to get behind not only my alma mater and my institution, but also our community as a whole. So with that being said, I'm so honored to introduce the next few groups of people who will be coming up. Starting first with Dr. Michael Lee Garden, who's representing the LGBTQ2+ Studies program of the Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies Department at Fresno State.
Hello, everyone. I didn't know I was so early in the program, so I'm excited to talk to you. I'm Michael Lee Garden, and I'm from Fresno State from the LGBTQ2+ Studies minor. This is a relatively new minor. In fact, this is our first year to have declared minors. And I want to start by acknowledging you all's belief in this program by giving a huge shout out and thank you to everyone in the room who contributed to helping fund scholarships for our program and our students. So thank you so much. So maybe folks in here are thinking, how does education or a program like this serve the community? And we probably all know, I probably don't even have to tell you this, but welcoming and inclusive education is so important. And having curriculum that not just includes, but affirms and honors our queer and trans students' identities and lives, the impact of that cannot be overstated. We treat the lives, struggles, successes, history, research, contributions of LGBTQ people as they should be treated, as just as important as any other groups. Of course, this type of education also helps develop allies. So quickly, we wanted to share a glimpse at our courses. We have a significant emphasis on social justice, on complementing students' majors, especially a perfect pairing with students who are going into work for anything in public service, as well as we have an emphasis on studying LGBTQ lives and identities in an intersectional approach. So here's some of the upcoming courses we have. The study of queer Indigenous people and queer people of color, transgender studies, queer history of the United States, queer Asian American studies, and some of our future courses, Black queer arts and literature, as well as LGBTQ psychology. And I just want to say thank you. I do have on the screen we'll have on the screen an upcoming event, but you can get in touch with us anytime. So thanks so much. Oh,
okay. So our next group of speakers will be Ginny Barnes and Jennifer Leahy, representing the Fresno State LGBTQ+ Allies, Faculty, and Staff Network at Fresno State. Oh, hey, Ginny.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Barnes. I am the president of our Fresno State LGBTQ+ Allies, Faculty, and Staff Network. And yeah, thanks. I see some of our members here today. So I'm going to be really quick. So I think the main purpose of the Faculty and Staff Network is just for our queer faculty and staff and allies to be in community together. And mainly that's I feel like we want to spend more time doing that because we already do a lot of service in our jobs and everything. So I think just gathering together is an important part of what we do. But that said, we do have a number of subcommittees where that I'll share a little bit about. So one of them is our Safe Zone subcommittee, and we provide kind of LGBTQ plus allyship training to our faculty and staff at Fresno State. Another subcommittee we have is Rainbow Graduation Celebration, in which we are part of a committee that puts together the graduation for LGBTQ plus students and allies. And then the last subcommittee we have is for gender affirming care. So very recently, our Student Health Center now provides gender affirming care, both medical and counseling side of that, but we want to make sure as we're providing that care, we're doing it right. And so we have a subcommittee that is focused on kind of being a liaison between the health center and our students, and really, doing gender affirming care right. So I think that's all I really have to share. It's nice to meet you all or see you all here today. And if you want to connect, I'd be happy to. Oh, I'm also a librarian at Fresno State. So yes, come to our love to collaborate. So yeah, just reach out to me and I can share my email. Thank you.
Also, if you have questions about the bookbending lecture series, you can connect with Jenny for that as well. So next, we're gonna bring up Varcelis Cummings, the director for the Cross-Cultural and Gender Center at Fresno State.
Hello, everyone. As DeAngelique mentioned, my name is Varcelis Cummings. I use pronouns he, him, his, and I currently serve as the director to the Cross-Cultural and Gender Center at Fresno State. And excited to be here amongst you all today. I missed the one in January, but I'm happy to be able to be here with you all today as a member of the community, but also representing the Cross-Cultural and Gender Center. And a little bit about the work that we do in CCGC. Our mission is to provide support, education, and advocacy for our students. We have a number of affinity groups in which we service, one of them being the LGBTQ plus community. And currently we have a position opening, our coordinator for LGBTQ plus programming and services. So if that is something that you're interested in, please feel free to check out the Fresno State website or come and talk to me after this. It is a position that has been vacant for some time, and we have been so fortunate to have Lexi Jenkins, who's been serving, she is a student and she has been doing the work of a coordinator. So first, give her a round of applause. Well, holding it down the floor while this position has been vacant, and I will give her an opportunity to share with you some of the programs and services that we offer in the center.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you, Varcelis, for introducing me. My name is Lexi Jenkins. My pronouns are she, they, and I am the student coordinator for the Cross-Cultural and Gender Center LGBTQ plus programs and services. A little bit about what we do for LGBTQ plus programming. We do a variety of programming throughout the semester for specifically our LGBTQ plus and allied students, but we also help to reach out to the community to bring the community to Fresno State. So some of our events include a weekly queer and allied discussion group called Queer Talks. We provide a monthly free clothing service, as well as affirmative products such as binders and packers. We also provide fun events like an LGBTQ plus prom, which we collaborate with EOC. As well as a Rainbow graduation ceremony that we collab with LGBTQ Allies Network and Rainbow Alumnex and USP, and we'll be having our 11th ceremony this year. We saw our largest graduating class 2 years ago with about 80 graduates. And we also hosted Pride Flag raising ceremony. This will be our 4th ceremony ever at Fresno State. So please check that out June 3rd. If you want to learn more, follow our social media, Fresno State CCGC, or come talk to me. I have probably can give you contact information. Yeah, thanks so much.
All right. So our next speaker, I feel so bad for the people who are on Zoom because they just see me coming up here like this. Anyways, our next speaker is going to be Chris Jarvis with It's a Queer Thing podcast. Let's give it up for Chris one more time.
Hi, everybody. So, myself and Kaylee Metcalf are the host of the It's a Queer Thing podcast. We have a live radio show on the third Friday of every month, done at KFCF 88.1 from 5 to 6. We turn that into a podcast episode that we release the next night. So generally, it's the first Friday and the third Friday that we release our episodes. We do anything from local and national interviews, entertainment, news, opinion, anywhere you get your podcast. People are always asking me, where do we find your podcast? Where's the link? But if you go to Google Podcasts or anywhere you get your podcast, you can find us. Okay? Thank you.
Awesome, thank you so much. Our next speaker will be Stephanie Mangrum with LGBT Fresno. Stephanie, awesome, let's give it up for Stephanie. I feel like a great social experiment is to clap until they make it out of it, just that way we're not all just watching them one.
Hi, everyone. My name's Stephanie, and I'm here today to talk about an organization that's incredibly important to me and to our community. It's the LGBTQ Fresno. As we all know, the LGBTQ plus community in Fresno and the Central Valley faces marginalization, discrimination, and isolation for far too long. Even today, there are active forces in the city, county, and school districts working tirelessly to strip away the rights and protections of the LGBTQ plus community. We must remain vigilant and united in our efforts to resist these regressive actions and continue fighting for equality and justice. At our core, LGBTQ Fresno provides activities and events that create a sense of connectedness, community, and belonging. Our meetup groups, discussion sessions, and social gatherings are a lifeline for many. We also advocate tirelessly and hold our leaders and institutions accountable for any anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric or discriminatory policies. In addition, our community blog, events calendar, resource directory, monthly newsletter, and urgent action alerts ensure that our community stays informed and empowered. The thing is, we can't do this meaningful work alone. LGBTQ Fresno needs passionate volunteers from all backgrounds and identities to join us. Whether you can help plan events, contribute to writing, assist with outreach, any of that would be so helpful to our organization and strengthens our cause tremendously. But as an all-volunteer nonprofit organization, none of this would be possible without the dedication and support of our local volunteers. Hopefully, some of you. You can directly create a more just, inclusive, and welcoming community. By joining LGBTQ Fresno, you will become a part of something bigger, a movement that's reshaping our community for the better. So I urge you and I ask you to please come and volunteer for us, or if you're just interested in getting some more information, we have some flyers there in the back. And there's a QR code. You can join our text list. We have a Facebook page. We'd like to make sure to continue to build Fresno that our vibrant LGBTQ plus community deserves. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be Diana Feliz Olivia with Casita Feliz.
Hi, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos, a todas, a todes. My name is Diana Feliz Oliva. They call me Lady Diana. I'm the Grand Duchess of 2001 when I was only 10 years old. And I opened up Casita Feliz Latine LGBTQ2S community center for monolingual Spanish-speaking individuals here in Fresno and the surrounding areas. When I came out back in 1998 in Fresno, California, all we had for people like me was the Express and the Red Lantern. There was not a place for us to empower, to mobilize, to educate, to advocate. And so I wanted to come back to Fresno. I became a homeowner on 9/11 here, just a couple of blocks away, and I wanted to open up my home for the community, and especially for the Latino, Latina, Latinx individuals in our city and the surrounding areas. So we have less than probably 6 months active. Right now, we're doing community gatherings, events, fundraisers. So if you would like to get involved, please do so. You can go to www.casitafeliz.org for more information. You can go to our Instagram page at Casita Feliz Fresno, or go to our Facebook page, Old Like Me, and you can go to Casita Feliz Latinx LGBT Center. We have our next event on Saturday, May 4th, the Cinco de Mayo weekend. We're gonna host a fundraiser gala called Noche de Fiesta. We're gonna have mariachis, we're gonna have folklorical dancers, we're gonna have comida, food, we're gonna have drinks, we're gonna have raffle prizes, and we're gonna have drag performances. So please save your $50 for Saturday, May 4th at 6 p.m. Locked down at 126 East Harvard Avenue for the fundraiser of your life. But the mission of Cafeteria is to enhance the health and well-being of the Latinx LGBTQ 2+ community members here in Fresno and the surrounding towns like Sanger and Selma and Parlier and Reed and Madera. I'm originally born and raised in Sanger on the barrio side of Sanger, which we call the Chancla. So I'm a chanclera originally, born and raised in the projects, born and raised in the welfare system, like many of our Latino families here and Fresno folks here. And so I really wanted to provide a space that is judgment-free, non-critical. And we use a compassionate, peer-to-peer, culturally responsible model. We want to make sure that we stay grassroots, community-based organizations serving our communities. And we do this through an innovative, strength-based, harm reduction, trauma-informed model of care for anyone that walks into the place. Right now, we're on the verge of coming up with our first commercial office space. So send us your prayers, your good vibes, your good energy that we get this place up and coming in the next couple of months. So in the next town hall, I have some great news to share with you. Thank you very much and have a good afternoon.
Our next speaker will be Jen Cruz and Valeria Rodriguez with the Fresno EOC LGBTQ+ Resource Center.
Yeah. I was trying to not. Sorry. I was trying to not be on camera, but okay. Jennifer Cruz, she, her pronouns. I'm the manager of the LGBTQ+ Resource Center under Fresno EOC. This is Valeria Rodriguez, my right-handed organizational genius, and I want to tell you a little bit about the services we offer at the center. Also, shout out to Lady Diana. You are my dream come true. We have needed your help because currently in our center, this is my only bilingual staff who handles all of those, cases or case management. So thank you for all the work that you're doing. And again, anything we can do to help. So the LGBT Resource Center runs a drop-in space open Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5. And peer support groups, Q Closet, we can use our internet. Yeah. You can use our internet to look for housing. We have housing navigators under EOC that you can meet with in the center. Mental health services through ICSI for free to our clients. And some of the queer joy type of spots are first Thursday of the month is Art Hop. Second Wednesday of the month is Paint Night. Third Wednesday of the night by LGBT Fresno does a game night. We have a movie night one Saturday a month. All of it is available on Facebook, Instagram, or you can scan QR code and find us online. We also have a website. Fresno EOC has a website. Please look out for that. We collaborate with all of the organizations that you've seen. Lexi mentioned the 18+ Q prom at Fresno State. There will be a youth 17 and under Q prom here in Fresno City College. Thank you to Nick for that. And we did that last year. It was a success. We hope it'll be bigger and better this year for the young people. They had a blast and we hope to see that again. And our whole goal is to provide a safe and inclusive space so that people can come in and connect with the resources that they need. So now Valeria is going to say it in Spanish for anybody who needs that, and also cover real quick some Pride Valley calendar.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Valeria Rodríguez, pronombre ella, y yo soy la coordinadora del Centro de Recursos LGBTQ para Fresno EOC. Tenemos muchísimos eventos y no mucho tiempo, pero voy a decir si necesitan ayuda, por ejemplo, con cambio de nombre, necesitan recursos para salud mental, necesitan recursos para encontrar comida, ropa gratuita. También tenemos eventos como noche de pintura, noche de juegos. También ayudamos a las personas si están interesados en ir a la universidad, no importa su estatus migratorio. Y también quiero decir que si quieren usar este código pueden buscar nuestros servicios y hay un botón para cambiar el lenguaje para español. I think there's one more slide.
Yeah.
The next slide. We're not going to talk about it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I feel like I sound like, you know, the side effects at the end of the commercial. Okay, este es un calendario para el mes de junio. Vamos a tener este calendario que tiene todos los eventos para lo que está pasando en junio. Si usted tiene un evento que quiere mencionar en este, nomás tiene que mandar un correo electrónico a sanctuary@fresnoeoc.org. Necesitamos saber la fecha, local, cuándo va a ser y cuál es la organización. Very quickly, one more time, this is the Valley Pride calendars for all of the Central Valley. If you are putting together an event, we'd like to put some together so folks can have a centralized location. So if you can include your date, time, location, and the name of your organization, this will be the Valley Pride calendar. As you can see, there's still plenty of room. And if y'all would like to get on that calendar, you can feel free to shoot an email. We'll make sure to get your event on there and we will promote what's happening in the Valley for all of June. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
So our next speaker will be Pastor Simon Biasel with the Big Red Church.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to be with you here today and see familiar faces as well as new faces. As a pastor, I want to say that it is an honor to be in this space with you all. And knowing that I come from a tradition where many of you weren't welcome where I was. And the fact that you would extend hospitality to me is beyond gracious, and for that, I'm grateful to be in this place. I'm the pastor of a church called the First Congregational Church of Fresno, or more beautifully put, the Big Red Church, which is just down the street and around the corner from Fresno's newest park, but not last park. And we are an open and affirming congregation and have been since 1995. What that means roughly is that not only are you welcome to sit in our pews, not only are you welcome to give of your offering and tithe, but you are welcome to be you, and you are celebrated, and your family is seen as a blessing of God. And any calling that you have on your life, any way that you feel like you should be serving, we believe that you should be serving as well, and you should be leading as well. We seek to be an open and affirming church, and it is an effort. We don't just put a statement out and then we are, but it's a continual effort. And I'm grateful for the people in this room who hold us accountable and have high expectations of us. I would love for you to come and join us. Maybe it's on a Sunday, but more importantly, I would like our campus to be seen not just as a church campus, but as a community campus. I love that we are located right in the middle of the neighborhood. We are between homes, and we want to be a home for others. And so if there's an event or an activity that you would like to do on our campus, we would love to host that. So our goal is to be hospitable And I'm grateful for you all for showing me hospitality.
Thank you. So our next speaker will be Adam Ryan Chang with Oasis Legal Services. Let's give it up for Ryan. Yeah, Ryan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I don't think I've met most of you. Oasis Legal Services has been in the Central Valley in downtown Fresno, coming up on our 2-year anniversary next month. Oasis Legal Services started 7 years ago in Berkeley, California, as a sanctuary for LGBT immigrants. Many of you probably have come across undocumented queer and trans immigrants, maybe in your line of work, people you've dated, perhaps even your own family. We start at direct service, which includes asylum, green card, and citizenship. But we don't stop there. We are a different model in that we've grown really successfully over the past 7 years because we also incorporate social services, and we also then empower LGBT immigrants to engage in their own direct advocacy. So we have a couple events coming up. Next month, we are celebrating our 2nd-year anniversary, so we invite you to join us at the Tower Theater Lounge, specifically, not the main auditorium. I was just in the space yesterday looking at chair setup and orientation. It's a free event. We will have a short program for about 30 minutes. Otherwise, most of the time is to engage and network with all of you. We were all invited here today to kind of ask ourselves, how can the community get involved? We are very much open to volunteer interpreters. Many of our clients are Spanish speaking. The second prominent language would be Portuguese. All that being said, we are a global world of 195 countries. Oasis has represented clients from 68 of those countries. We acknowledge, I'm keeping my eye on you too. We acknowledge that there are 80 countries at this very moment where it's extremely unsafe to be queer or trans. And so our largest program is our asylum program. That's to say, California right now is projected with over 60,000 undocumented queer and trans immigrants. In the Central Valley is over 10,000. So we opened our second office here for a reason. It's because our clients were coming up to the Bay Area to access our services. When funding became available 2 years ago, we opened our second office here in Denver. So join us, learn more. We have other opportunities. I'm looking to recruit more board members. We are also hosting more events. Ability to fundraise is also important. But first and foremost, I'm here to engage with all of you. So contact info is there, oasislegalservices.org, Oasis Legal on Instagram. I think just staying informed is the best way to start. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so next we have Ricardo Rivera with Beat, a project of West Care. Ricardo, let's give it up for Ricardo.
Hello, everyone. I work for West Care, and we have a residential program targeting the LGBT community and those individuals.
Might want to
who
lift
are-
the microphone up to your mouth. No, it's on. You just gotta.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little closer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we serve the LGBT community as well as the intersex community, and those who are those who are sorry, I'm a little nervous. Those who are at risk in contracting the HIV virus, as well as treatment. So again, I work for West Care, and my name is Ricardo. All the information is in the back. If you
The next person we have is Karina Gallardo Montoya. Give up for Karina from Planned Parenthood Marmonte.
Hey everyone, I'm Karina and I'm an organizer with Planned Parenthood Marmonte, and I put some QR codes just in case, but some of the things that we've been doing in the Central Valley is I organize at college campuses. So I work with students to support them with whatever they want to do, whatever campaigns they want to do on campus. And those folks end up being like really awesome volunteers and do other really great stuff, but really just make sure that they have access to reproductive health care information and education on their campuses, and sometimes working with like the health centers in the college campuses to ensure that they're providing like the adequate information and resources that they have a right to. And then we also work with, I see a lot of really familiar faces, but we do work with Fresno State a lot, helping them out with ensuring that their gender affirming care is amazing for all the students. So come out to that event in April. We also have another event at Fresno State on Tuesday, the 19th. And we'll be doing like a film and panel. And if you want to know more about like the status of abortion access in our region, in our state, and nationally, that's a really cool place to come out and help us really join and learn more. And we're also always just doing other things. We get involved with like Fresno Pride all the time. We advocate with our group against the book bannings that are happening. We just saw that is potentially also happening in Kern County. So whatever happens in Fresno, it's definitely like a domino effect, and we see it all throughout the Central Valley. So we stay connected to see like how we can support and advocate. We do have a C4 arm. I'm not going to get like too much into that, but we just had our elections and we're going to get ready for general. So if you want to get involved with that, I highly recommend, like, we need a lot of people power in that area. Yes, shout out. If you went advocating or you went phone banking or text banking or whatever you did to support during the primary, we really need you to come out for the general. It's a good time to make it kind of fun. And you get some swag and some yeah, so check us out if you want to just know what we're doing in the Central Valley. Submit one of these forms, whichever one, and you will be getting a nice email or a call or a text from one of us. So yeah, thanks so much.
All right, let's give a round of applause to the first few organizations that we just heard. And we first want to give a round of applause to everybody who showed up today. So let's give a round of applause for ourselves. So we've heard from a lot. I just want to check to see how everyone's feeling, because as was mentioned, there is over or exactly 45 groups. Oh, so there's over 45 organizations, and I believe I just introduced maybe like 10 of them. So, which is all great information, but I just want to see, by a show of hands, how many of us would use like a 5-minute break to get some snacks, or a bathroom break? Y'all trying to just roll through? You're like, give us information, girl. We got it is Saturday, you know what I mean? All right, so with that being said, I'll give it up to Robin, but I just want to quickly say, Robin, thank you to all of the organizations that showed up. Thank you. I'm a young community organizer, and I've been waiting to see something like this happen in Fresno. So thank you for allowing me to be a moderator. And if you need any help with any event organizing or planning, or you want to talk about social justice issues, or you just want to connect with somebody who's very passionate about the community, my name is DeAndre Jackson, and I would love to get in contact with you.
Okay, and I will be sharing the Angelique's email with everyone and any of the moderators that are here. Also, I want to remind you that you can take photos of the screen, but the slides will go out. And if you are an organization that you feel like there was something that you missed, if you email that out, it will go in the email that goes to everyone. Our next moderator is Juan Robinson Bustamante, and Juan is the widow of someone who would have been loving this moment right here. So let's lift up Jeffrey Robinson at this moment. Juan Bustamante.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and have, Community Link is gonna be presenting next. I'm gonna have Ryan Cal, Reginald Grijalva, Tracy Cisneros, and Chris Jarvis for the following organizations, our Fresno, Youth Group, Community Link Fresno Youth Group, our Pride Bowling League, our big one, which is the Fresno Rainbow Pride, our Gray Alliance, our Christie, our Fresno Youth, Youth Alliance. So we'll start off with Brian.
Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? Thanks, my name's Brian, and I am the co-chair of Community League, which is the organization that has all of these programs. You might not be familiar with all of them. Most of you are probably familiar with our biggest program, which is Fresno Rainbow Pride, the parade and festival, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. We have a couple of going to talk about everything. I'll talk about a couple of them, and I'll bring everybody else up. First off is the Pride Bowling League. And that is going to start on Tuesday, May 28th at Bolero on Blackstone. It will be a 14-week league. We've been running this league since 2006. It started at Cedar Lanes. If you're old like me, you know Cedar Lanes. If not, you know it as a Walmart. That's what it is now. It's $20 a week. We have teams of 4. If you are 1, 2, or 3 people, and you don't have a team of 4, we have people who are looking to join and be on a team right now. So if you want to join that, you can get more information. We have a Facebook page for Fresno Pride Bowling. And again, they'll start on Tuesday, May 28th at 6:30. It'll be for 14 weeks. And it's just a fun league. So if the gutter is your friend, you're okay with us. Not the gutter in mine, but if the ball goes in the head. And then Gray Alliance is another program that we have. This program is available for any of our community members who are age 50 or over and their partner. If your partner is younger than that, they are welcome to come. Gray Alliance has a couple of events that they do every month on the last Sunday of the month. And they meet at the Big Red Church. And they have a potluck. Everyone's welcome to come and hang out, and it's just a fun social event. They also, once a month, they go to dinner at a local restaurant. This month, I believe they're going to Famous Dave's, and I think it's coming up this week on Thursday. And they also go and go see movies. They go to the movies at Maya's Cinema, and they go to a lunch. I think they do that weekly on Wednesdays. So you get more information about the Gray Alliance, or the phone number is there, or you can email newsweek@aol.com. And there's information on the table in the back about Gray Alliance, which is a great organization. It's a fun organization. All right, here's the big one. Fresno Rainbow Pride. So I'm the president of Fresno Rainbow Pride, the parade and festival, which this year will be on Saturday, June 1st. It's always the first Saturday of June, and this year it just happens to be that is June 1st. That will be just as it's always been. The parade will be in the Tower District starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. The festival will be right back here, Fresno City College. We thank Fresno City College for sponsoring the campus and having our event here. Last year, the parade and the festival, we had over 20,000 people attend both of those events. It has grown, thank you. It has grown tremendously through the years, and it is now the biggest single day event in the city of Fresno is Pride. So pretty awesome stuff. That'll be on June 1st, and then on May 11th, we're doing something that we have not done before. We're having a kickoff event to Fresno Pride. That is on Saturday, May 11th at the Tower Theater. We are bringing Sandra Bernhardt to Fresno, and it's going to be an awesome show. She's coming to do her show, and she's bringing the Sandyland Band with her, so it's going to be really awesome stuff. So if you have any questions about it, you can ask me. There's information in the back. Tickets are available for that show right now. So I am going to turn it over to Tracy to talk about some really programs.
Hi, everybody. So I am also, well, first of all, let me stop. So I am the volunteer coordinator for Fresno Rainbow Pride, in addition to a million other things that I'm doing around here. So on April 21st at Dave & Buster's is going to be our volunteer roundup.
There you'll have an opportunity to learn about what volunteer opportunities are available with Fresno Rainbow Pride, either the day of or the year before or the year leading up to next Pride. Because Pride isn't just one day for the folks that you're looking at here. We are working on Pride all year long. As soon as the day of Pride is over with, the next day we're doing a download and we're prepping for next year. So there are plenty of opportunities. If you're like a long-term kind of person, you've got lots of ideas and you want to join us throughout the year for planning, then please do. And you'll learn all about those things at the volunteer roundup. And then if there's something cool you want to do the day of Pride, you'll get to learn about that as well. If you have any questions with regard to volunteering opportunities with us, you can shoot me an email. It's tracy.fresnorainbowpride@gmail.com. I'm also giving you my text cell phone number. So drunk texting is totally acceptable. Don't send me any like pictures you don't want me to share, but you can also shoot me a text. I would love to hear from you. If you have some ideas, you have any questions, you send them my way and I'll take them. Can you move on to the next one for me? By the way, everybody say thank you to Terry. We've been very flexible with the jumping around, and that's all Robin's fault, but we are jumping slides like crazy. It's very neat. So the last thing that, well, the what I'm here to talk about, and then we've got somebody else here from Community League as well, the Fresno Youth Alliance. Fresno Youth Alliance is our Fresno youth group. It's the longest running youth group in Fresno with 30+ years of coordinating and being a support system for the youth of Fresno, the queer questioning. Meetings happen every Friday at 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. again at the Red Church. You're gonna hear a lot about the Big Red Church, I'm sure. But those meetings happen every Friday evening at the Big Red. For our group, it's Rachel, also known as Banana. And her contact information here, she and her husband Jay run the youth group for us. And that youth group is open to all the youth, either school age youth group. And I think, say that again. I was told not to say that today. Thank you for editing me. For all school age individuals. Anyway. And the next, I'm going to bring up Reggie, who's going to talk to us a little bit about Kids Like Us, one of our other wonderful orgs within Community League.
Hello, everyone. My name is Roger Muhammad. My pronouns are he, him. Some information about myself. I'm a foster parent, autism paraeducator, after-school recreation leader, also a board member of the Imperial Dove Court. I am reigning Imperial Crown Prince of the 50th reign. I am lead coordinator of Kids Like Us, which is a project of Community League, originally founded by Robin. Kids Like Us is a LGBTQ plus group for family, parents, kids, teens, a social, in-person, interactive connection group. We have a monthly get together to show how our family dynamics are the same. To make new friendships, new connections, laughing, playing, having fun in a safe and welcoming environment. Follow our Facebook page, Kids Like Us Fresno, upcoming events, March 24th, bike ride in the park, April 11th, miniature golf, May 10th, paint night. We are also having a sock drive, asking for donations of all sizes, youth and adult. Let's get every child a new pair of socks. We are looking for new venues to host events, volunteers, and donations. More events will be posted soon, so keep an eye out on our page. Thank you everyone very much, and I'll see you guys soon.
Hello again, everybody. I want to start by saying, I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and she turned to me and she said, Chris, do you remember when there were only two things to do in Fresno all year round? One was the Fresno Rainbow Pride Parade Festival, and one was a real Pride. We've come a really way. This is amazing. And I want to go back to really quick, because I was out in the sun doing color commentary for kickball all day, so I got a little bit too much sun, but I wanted to go back. and say about the It's a Queer Thing podcast. That was started, or the radio show was started by Jeffrey Robinson. And at Jeffrey Robinson's memorial service in the tower, Peter Robertson came up to me and said, I've got to introduce you to Richard at the station. And that's how we took over the radio show, which has been running on the air for 32 years now. So that's pretty cool. And then we turned it into a podcast because that's what you do now. And I've interviewed some people in this room, but we want to interview a lot more. So if you have a group, an organization, an event you want to talk about, we do pre-recorded Zoom interviews and then we plug them into the show. So there are business cards on the table. So history. This is another Jeff Robinson project. And he brought me on early on, and then COVID hit, and we got stalled for a couple of years, but we're back in business. We now have a website at historyfresno.org. There it is, history.org. What we do is we document the history of the LGBTQ plus community in Fresno. And this is important, it was super important to Jeff, because some of us were getting up to the age where we weren't going to be around much any longer, and we wanted to grab that history. But we want everybody's history. We just got, very graciously, Community Link just gave us some new equipment, so we can now convert VHS tapes. I can't wait to start doing that. So if you have old VHS tapes, if you have photographs, if you have just a story you want to tell, let's say you lost somebody in the AIDS epidemic and you want them to be remembered. You lost somebody to something else, suicide. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk to you. We'll do audio interviews, video interviews. We'll take statements. We will scan your pictures. We want to share the history of the community because that's so important. Thank you.
One thing about Community Link also is that it is the second oldest organization in Fresno. So we're going to be talking to the oldest organization in Fresno in a little bit. But next to the podium is Amy Avery from Fresno Chaffee Zoo.
Hey, everyone. So I wanted to say that I'm so happy to be here. We are working with EOC Center to fill up that Pride calendar in June and graciously working with Robin as well. I wanted to bring to your attention the Rainbow Family Day that we'll be having on Saturday, June the 8th. We're going to be having a DJ dance party, resources, food trucks, crafts for kids. And that will be from 10 a.m. until 3. And we also will be in the Pride Parade and also having a booth. So please come by and see us. And the zoo is really, really happy to be here today. So thank you.
All right, so next we have Zane Anthony and Kyla DeLeon. And they are from the Imperial Dove Park in Fresno, which is actually the oldest organization, I believe, in Fresno. And they're celebrating oldest. And they're celebrating the 50th year, actually.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys doing today? So I am Kyla Del Leon. I am the reigning empress of the IBC, the Imperial Dove Park.
My name is Zane Anthony, pronouns he, him, his, and I am the current reigning emperor of the Imperial Dove Park of Fresno.
I know we only have 3 minutes, so we're gonna keep it brief. So yeah, as you guys know, we are one of the longest running, actually we are the longest running LGBTQ plus organization in Fresno. Just to kind of touch bases on what we do, as you guys all know, we hold events and fundraising events throughout the year to raise money that goes right back to our organization. So I know a lot of you guys see us, we have pageants, you know, we get all dolled up but behind all of that, this is all volunteer work. And we raise money again throughout the year, 365 days, to give back to all of you guys, so.
So we have been around for 50 years. Let's give it up for our 50th year. As the largest and longest running LGBTQ plus organization here in the Central Valley. Also, historically speaking, we are the first transgender reigning monarchs in 50 years. So let's give it up for inclusivity. You can see our logo here. We are the Court of Diversity, Inclusion, and Transformation. So each reign does get to select their own court name, logo, and so forth. So collectively, we decided on this. We thought it was so fitting. And like Amber said, please do get involved, whether that's volunteer work or running for a title for your community. Put in the work. We do reign for one whole year from the time we get elected, which was Memorial Day weekend. The end of May. So this year, our step down will be Memorial Day weekend again, May 25th. And all of our information is on our website at idcfresno.org. So we hope to see you all out there. Thank you so much.
Sorry, just to touch bases. So, being that we raise that money throughout the year, we are accepting applications for grants. So everyone here that is part of a nonprofit, deadline for the application will be April 12th. So they are available on our website, and you guys are more than welcome to go on and apply for that grant that will be given out in October. And then, of course, join us here at Fresno City for our event for 5M on April 6th. Thank you.
Okay, so the next organization coming up is the Rainbow Mixers from Fresno, Visalia, Bradley Rutledge. Ah. Very awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Gary Crisco. My pronouns are he and him. A lot of people know me from being a part of PFLAG for the last 30 years. I'm also the president of the Fresno Stonewall Democrats. And about almost 20 years ago, a guy named Tom Purcell started a mixer here in Fresno. It's a social group called the Professional Men's Mixer. And that ran all the way up until the pandemic hit. Peter Robertson and I took over that mixer. I ran, I think, around 2013 or 2014. And recently, Bradley Rutledge started a mixer in Visalia called the Rainbow Mixer that was not just a men's group, but an all-inclusive LGBTQ plus group for everybody. He approached us last year and said, I want to bring this to Fresno. I don't want to step on your toes or Peter's toes, so can we do this together? So the three of us started this up at Splash. We started last year I think the very last day of May, or it was the Friday night before Pride last year, so June 2nd. We've been having it the first Sunday every month since then at 3 p.m. at Splash. So if you want to meet new people, come on out and join us.
And open to women.
It's open to everybody, women, men, trans, LGBTQ plus IA, everybody. Thank you.
All right, so next up is our Out Loud Sports. Linda Wilkinson.
I didn't get in from this whole, what happened? My name is Linda Wilkinson. I'm the City League Manager for Kickball with Out Loud Sports. It's the nation's original Queer Plus recreational sports league, founded in 2007, and proudly representing over 60,000 LGBTQIA athletes across the U.S. Everybody is welcome, regardless of experience,
or identity or, you know, physical ability. Be an experienced athlete or never have played an organized sport ever in your life. Everybody is welcome. That's literally who we have on the field currently. Sorry. I'm not good with things this shape, this close to my neck. I've had a lifelong aversion to this. Oh my goodness, okay. We have players in their 20s and all the way into their 60s, so literally everybody is welcome out there. You can find your inner child. Some are closer to the surface than others, but you come out and make friends, and those friends become family. We make sure we have a welcoming and safe environment and zero tolerance for discrimination and any kind of bad sportsmanship. I will boot you quicker than anything. We currently have kickball and pickleball. Pickleball starts March 27th at Rotary Park, starting at 5:30 every Wednesday evening. Registration for that starts at $40. Sign up is at outloudsports.com/Fresno. We're also looking for anybody who's interested in starting any new sports. We were just talking about dodgeball earlier today. Any sport, any sport, frisbee, cornhole, football, soccer, volleyball, whatever. It's all good. If you're interested in getting something started, let me know. Our local sponsors are currently Vibes, which everybody's at right now, and Splash. We have 6 teams right now for kickball. We'd love to add more. The coolest one is out of Columbia, of course. Next week is our playoff and championship game starting at 11, 12, and 1 o'clock. So if you're interested in coming out and seeing that, we play at Summerley Park on Maple and Shepherd. We're going to plan some open play games throughout April. The new season is going to begin in June, right after Pride. We're going to do the big recruitment push at Pride. And we'll be at the festival. So if you have any questions or you want to sign up, definitely come by the booth. In the meantime, check out Out Loud Sports Fresno on Facebook and outloudsports.com/Fresno for registration. And thank you all so much. And we hope to see you out on the field.
Great, so the next organization is Black Queer Fresno, Stan Johnson.
Oh, sorry. Over here. Hello, and I'm not Stan Johnson. Yeah, my name is Deanna Calvin with Black Queer Fresno, and we're an organization. Let me read our little. Well, we're an organization that's new here in Fresno, where we celebrate Black queer joy, the inherent joy with all of us, within all of us, and we celebrate and we protect Black trans women. As you see, we have a T-shirt here, which will be something that we'll be offering to the community in the next couple of weeks. We have a meetup space where we meet every Tuesdays, the first, second, and third Tuesday at Fresno EOC at 6 p.m. And then we meet on the 4th Tuesday at Fresno State. So starting in April. So look for us on Instagram. We're going to eventually create, we are new, we're going to eventually create a Facebook page. But yeah, please come and join us, sign us, add us on Instagram. Do you have anything you want to add? I said my name is Deanna Calvin. Did I say that? Yes. Okay.
I don't have anything to add, but I am Stan Johnson. This is an amazing space for Black queer individuals because we don't have spaces that are indicative of us. Also, I am Vice President of South Tower COT. Just to let you guys know that there is some flyers on the back table for the Queer Housing Summit. Last year was phenomenal, so we would like involvement from everybody if possible. So please grab a flyer. And I think that's it.
We got the average on Instagram and Black Queer Fresno page. The t-shirts will be available next week.
And so have you, Brian?
We will.
Yeah.
Black Queer Fresno on IG.
All right, so big round of applause for the organizations. As we make the transition, I want to also recognize someone that or two people that are in this space. There's a lot of people that ask questions about, well, what is a liaison? The reality for Fresno is when Mayor Jerry Dyer appointed the LGBTQ liaison this past year, it was not the first liaison. There were already liaisonships in place under his One Fresno vision. And we have two liaisons from that department that are here. They don't have to be here, they chose to be here. So I want to give a big round of applause to Nicholas Madrigal, who is part of the Hispanic community doing networking with and I also want to welcome Pastor B.T. Lewis. Many of you may know his advocacy on the west side of Fresno. He does not back down. He is one that will challenge the city council and has challenged the mayor. There are two other liaisons. One represents the Punjabi and Sikh community, and that is J.R. Sinai. And we also have Joe Lee, who represents the API and Long community. So if you are part of any of those communities and you'd like to be connected with one of the liaisons, please do not hesitate to reach out, and I'll definitely connect you with their email and how to get involved with events that they may be organizing or attending. Up next, our next organizer, our moderator, I'm thinking organizer. Well, our next moderator and volunteer is Allie Murphy. Many of you know her as a huge trans advocate in this community. Please bring a big round of applause for Allie. And I know that she has Chloe here with her today. So Allie and Chloe are in the house.
Thank you, Robin. I so appreciate all of you. First of all, for coming here, being here, taking your time out of your day to be a part of this. Yes, for most of you that know me, I did lose my transgender daughter to suicide, unfortunately. This year will be 14 years. We have to keep speaking. We have to keep talking. We have to keep at this. We can't give up. Robin called me earlier this week, and I'm trying not to cry right now, but we all know about the passing of Nex. The transgender that we lost in Oklahoma, unfortunately, and it was ruled a suicide, and it just broke my heart. It's sad that we have to continue to have town hall meetings and meetings in general, or circling around the community. So thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for being here today. We have to continue the fight. So here I am. I wanted to tell Ricardo Beat, thank you very much for standing up and speaking, because I also lost a very dear family member to AIDS. I don't know if many of you know Bobby Lacey. He was a transgender queen that was a part of this community many years ago, and his passing, broke my heart. That was my brother-in-law. That was actually Chloe's uncle, I should say auntie. So thank you for bringing AIDS to the table, because that is a continued conversation as well. So I would like to introduce actually one of the very first people of the community that I met, and I'm just smitten to be able to introduce him today, Christopher Dodd, with the Fresno Real Pride LGBTQ Plus Film Festival. Please give it up.
And make me cry before I talk? Yeah. Oh, I don't want to smear my makeup. Okay. Okay, promise I won't. Promise I won't. All right. I am Christopher Dodd. I am the acting director of membership and volunteers for Fresno Real Pride. Many of you I have seen throughout the years through your community involvement. Seeing you sitting at the seats in our movies, walking around the streets, promoting and talking about our film festival. So it's great to see all of these faces here and former and existing board members. We are the 6th oldest LGBTQ plus film festival in the nation. Not in California, in the nation. This is huge. We're also the 2nd oldest nonprofit LGBTQ plus program here in the Valley. So we've been around for a long time, and we've seen this community grow as we grow as well. We are an all-working volunteer board. After our day jobs, we're volunteering for the community just like a lot of you are. We are a 501c3 board, and we are autonomous for it. We have established new relationships with nonprofits, and we are focusing on our community unity through action and true partnerships. So we're very excited. If you have questions, definitely come see me. I am always around and always wants to meet everyone, old friends, and I love making new friends. We also have a QR code that Robin will be sending out with all of the communication that does have information about our board, about various different positions, and exactly if you want to know what each one of our roles are on there. So I look forward to seeing all of you throughout this year. Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate you holding up the microphone closer to your mouth too, by the way, honey, because a lot of the people today, if you're holding it down here, it's harder to hear you versus having it up a little bit closer. So try to keep that in mind. I know it's a little nerve-wracking to speak in front of everybody for some of you, but I am very proud of you for being here for a part of your organization. So the next organization that I would really like to welcome, and this is a part of the industry that I am in, which is the real estate community. And we absolutely need more visibility in this association. So the next people I would like, the organization is Alicia Raylinkin and Amy Braun with the LGBTQ Plus Real Estate Alliance Organization. Please welcome them to the stage. Murdered your name, I'm so sorry. I love you.
Hi, I'm Alicia Arkelian and Amy Braun. And we are representing the LGBTQ Real Estate Alliance. We're a national organization formed in June of 2020. And we are part of the leadership in our local Central Valley chapter. We have probably 50 chapters nationwide, 9 chapters in California. Our Central Valley chapter, it goes all the way from Bakersfield up just below Sacramento at this time, so pretty large area. And I'll just read from our vision and mission statement. Our vision is to create a world free of housing discrimination. And our mission is to advocate, elevate, and celebrate. We're here to advocate for fair housing for all and promote LGBTQ plus home ownership, elevate our professionalism in the industry, our real estate industry, through education and networking, and to celebrate diversity and inclusion in our members and our allied partners. So we're influential for our real estate professionals and allies. And we're accepting members from all professions of the real estate industry. Again, me and Amy are our local leadership, several members of our local leadership board. I'm the current president of the Central Valley chapter. Amy is our fundraiser and acting as our interim treasurer. And we were founded as a nonprofit corporation, and the Alliance is dedicated to enhancing the professional lives of its members while providing members with the proper resources to assist in buying, selling, and enjoying their homes. So aside from the professional side for our community and our allies to be a part of our organization, we're also here for our community to safely help and assist with buying, selling, and all of real estate needs. And also to know that we have the understanding of our community's needs that others unfortunately don't always understand. So we also nationally, at the national level, our organization shows up once a year at a housing symposium in Washington, D.C. To spread the word, get in there and advocate for anti-discrimination practices that unfortunately are still ongoing in the real estate community. As a as our organization grows, we're getting in at the state levels and also at the local levels wherever we can, again, to advocate and have a voice, a much needed voice for our community. And lastly, I'll just say that here locally, we're here to look to sponsor or partner up with other organizations wherever it makes sense to do so, so that we can get the word out and hopefully help each other in the process. So, thank you.
Appreciate it. That is an industry that definitely is in need of some visibility. Being a notary and signing agent, I meet with people all the time with their IDs and whatnot. And so, thank you, ladies, for being a part of today. Unfortunately, fortunately, gender alchemy is our next slide. Thank you. And unfortunately, Jess Fitzpatrick was not able to be here today, but this is a slide that I would love for you all to take a photo of so that you can learn more about it. And there's obviously a website there you can reach out to find out what's going on. And some of you know Jess, and if you don't, you should, because he's a wonderful person. I'm just sad that he wasn't able to be here today. So please get your phones out and take a photo of that real quick so you can learn a little bit more about gender alchemy. Okay, so for the next organization, I would like to introduce Cesar Sanchez with North Star Wellness. Cesar? Is Cesar here today? Okay, well, I'm so sad that Cesar's not here. Here's another film slide that you can take a photo of, please. And it looks like we've got a contact phone number, an address, an email address for North Star Family Wellness. Give them a round of applause. Okay, well, I'm hoping that our next organization representative is here. We're looking for Brian Tran and Jenny Casares. If I've said that correctly, I'm so sorry if I did not. And they are here with California Health Sciences University Lavender Alliance. Thank you so much. Give it up for them.
Everybody, it's really great to see the community out here. My name is Brian Tran. I'm a second-year medical student at the California Health Sciences University College of Osteopathic Medicine in Clovis. We are a relatively new medical school here, and I'm the president of our Lavender Alliance, which is our LGBTQIA+ interest group on campus. And our goal is basically to educate our medical students on how to provide or how to interact with queer patients and provide competent care to make them feel seen and heard. Some of the things that we've been working on is some of the projects that we've been currently working on is pairing up with the Fresno UC Resource Center with Valeria. We hosted a few HRT, hormone replacement therapy training sessions for community members. Our first event actually went really well. We had a really great turnout. And right now we've kind of transitioned it into training our medical students on how to deliver hormone replacement therapy and teach their patients how to do it properly. Some of the other events that we've been doing is doing case discussion events where we've had guest speakers come in. We've been working with a lot of gender affirming physicians here in the Central Valley, Dr. Julie Nicole, Drew from PFLAG, Dr. Simarjeet Lamba, and Dr. Andrew C., who are relatively new to the Central Valley as well. And yeah, we want to be able to connect with different organizations here in the Central Valley because we are still new. And it's a really great opportunity. And I wanted to thank Robin for speaking with our dean, Dr. Bernito, who is also queer. You guys connected and were able to get us out here so we can see what are the different organizations here in the Valley. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate you. Okay, so the next organization we would like to see is Mandy Castanon. She is an LGBTQ therapist. Is Mandy here? Yay!
Everybody give an applause for some love for Mandy.
I love your shirt. Thank you for being here.
Hi guys, how you guys doing today? So my name is Mandy. I am a licensed professional clinical counselor here in Fresno. Basically, that's a bunch of fancy words to say I'm a therapist. I work and specialize working with kids and teens and young adults in the queer and trans community. I'm a queer individual myself. I know how difficult it is to find a therapist that understands the issues in the community that you fit with. And although I was licensed in Indiana and I'm now licensed in California, I was born and raised in Fresno. I love it here. Now that I'm back in Fresno as of July, I'm trying to get more involved with the community. So just putting my name out there, letting you all know that I am a resource. I'm in network with, with Blue Shield of California, Aetna, and Cigna. I'm also waiting for credentialing through a couple of other insurances, but as we all know, insurance takes forever, so to be determined on those. But yeah, I am here and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Indiana, got a little bit of Indiana in me too. Good old Hoosier State. God, they need some help. Okay, so the next organization that I would like to introduce, Ariana Padilla, Community Coordinator for Fresno Animal Control Center is, hi, come on out, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ariana. I am a community coordinator with the City of Fresno's Animal Center. I'm just gonna give you guys some information about us. We're fairly new. We're a new department within the city, so we're trying to spread the word about who we are and how we're here to help you. So the City of Fresno Animal Center provides state mandated animal control services for the city. Our center provides temporary kennels for Fresno's homeless pet population while they wait to be reclaimed by their owners. Our facility currently takes in sick, injured, aggressive, and owned animals found within the city of Fresno. If not reclaimed, animals are adopted out to the community. Our adoption fees are currently waived, so it is free to adopt, and all adoptions include spay, neuter, vaccination, flea and tick treatment, and a microchip. The City of Fresno Animal Center's goal is to help keep pets in their home or when lost, reunite them with their owners. We offer microchips, tags, and collars for no cost to City of Fresno residents, so it's free to get any of those resources at our facility. If you're having difficulty containing your dog in your property, we also can provide resources and supplies such as trolley systems, food, really anything you need. We want to help you keep your pet at your home. If you find a pet within the City of Fresno, you can file a report at our facility. If you've lost a pet, you can check our kennels either in person or on our website. It is free to reclaim your pet. Our website is fresnoanimalcenter.com. We also have opportunities in volunteering and fostering and different things like that. You can stay up to date with what we're doing. This is a list of our upcoming events. So we like to go out into the community as much as possible, conduct adoptions, both cats and dogs. We are also going to be at the Pride Parade and Festival in June. Not on there, but we will be there. Yeah, if you want to stay up to date, we're Fresno Animal Center on all social media platforms. Thank you.
Okay, great. For our next organization, I would like to introduce Maggie with Wesley United Methodist Church. Maggie, please come to the stage. Give her a round of applause. Next up will be Mariah.
Right. Thank you, Paige. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maggie, short for Madeline Gegesyan. I'm the pastoral assistant at Wesley United Methodist Church. I use she, her pronouns for when 2 syllables is too many. And I'm here to tell you a bit about Wesley UMC Fresno. Wesley Fresno is a reconciling congregation in the United Methodist Church. Reconciling is kind of the inside baseball Methodist term for open and affirming of the LGBTQ plus community. We call it recognizing because we believe love means having to say you're sorry. That for churches to really say we welcome our queer and trans kinfolk as part of the body of Christ, we have to say we're sorry for what the church has done. Even if it wasn't us, we're sorry. Even if we don't know the extent of your story, we're sorry. Even when there's nothing. And at Wesley, we commit to that. We are this year celebrating our 40th year as part of the reconciling movement. We were the second church in the nation to commit to welcoming the LGBT plus community as beloved children of God. Say that again, as beloved children of God, into the pews, into worship, to sing with us, to be part of community life, and eventually sponsor and support and welcome LGBTQ plus clergy. I'm a member of Wesley. They're supporting my candidacy for ordained ministry. And what I can say is this is a church where not only you are welcome, but after that welcome are people who will stand by you. We hope to be a spiritual home, not just for the LGBTQ community, but for everyone, especially those who have thought there's nowhere in Fresno I can express my faith. Or that somehow LGBTQ plus and Kristen is a bigger contradiction than hateful and Kristen. Spoiler alert, it is not. So I'd like to invite you to come join us at Wesley. We have Sunday worship, 10:30 a.m. In church and online. We're on Barstow, right near Fresno State in the Eldorado Park neighborhood, close to Bulldog Stadium. And also to honestly just come and connect with us. If you don't feel like you're ready, if you have spiritual questions, but don't feel ready to go to a church service, you're more than welcome to give us a call at the office and reach out. I'd be happy to get some coffee and talk faith and life with any one of you. So once again, you are welcome and you are all beloved.
Thank you, Maggie. I'm sorry that you have to say you're sorry. Isn't it terrible? Okay, so another organization is Mariah Newborn with Unitarian Universal Church of Fresno.
Hello, my name is Mariah. I'm with the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno. We're on Alluvial. We're that church that you pass by and you see the big LGBTQ flags, plus flags, and the BLM flag. So if you guys ever just drive by, feel free to come on the campus. But I had something I wanted to read to you guys today, and it's just the UU, which is Unitarian Universalist, but it's the UU motto. So Unitarian Universalist is an all-inclusive progressive religion that believes all people are worthy of love and that we are all deeply interconnected. We welcome and celebrate people of all ages, religions, backgrounds, spiritual beliefs, cultural and abilities, neurodivergent, gender identity, sexual orientation, and economy levels. This is a faith that nurtures individuals, and we share spiritual journeys. We invite you to bring your questions, your doubts, perhaps discover some answers. We know that the word church comes with for a lot of us, it comes with a lot of trauma and a lot of really bad memories. And we're here to knock those walls down and create a community together and understand each other and just get a grounds of love and caringness for everybody. Also, part of it is no one is going to tell you what you have to believe in We're never going to tell you that there is only one way, there's only one book that you have to go down this journey with. And we help one another belong. And that's mainly our motto. And so I personally, I work for the UU, but more importantly, I was drawn to the UU because of their social justice. They're willing to put their necks out there and fight for the man that or woman or person that's next to them. And that's a true, that's truly is what makes me fired up and excited every day to be able to work with my congregation, work with people all over Fresno. And it's really, I'm semi-new to Fresno. I don't know how new anymore, but like 3 years. And this is how I've branched out and been able to be part of most of you guys that have come up here, Real Pride, Zoo, you know, a lot of really great organizations that I see. And the UU is the main people that connected me with you guys. And I would love for you guys to come on down and just see what we can do to help you and make you feel loved, safe, and part of our community. Thank you so much.
Okay, so really quickly, for those who are able and willing, if you'd please stand up for just 1 second, please stand up, please stand up. Just to get the body flowing, we only have 9 more organizations to go. And I just felt like we needed to move our body just a little, and we're gonna do a little chant. And if you would, I'm gonna say we here, and you're gonna say we here. And then number 2, we're gonna say we queer, and then we'll say we queer. And then I'm gonna say speak, and you're gonna say out. Okay? We here. We queer. Speak. Thank you. Okay. Got our body moving. That's the feet moving. Okay. So we only have 9 more organizations that we're going to hear from. Please stay to the very end. Every one of these organizations are important and valuable to our community. So I thank you for your attention as we hear from these last 9 presenters. I also want to thank one more time Nicholas, Lorenzo, Valencia, Lucio, because Nicholas really truly made this happen. He and I met about 3 or 4 times and probably about 20 times on the phone. But this doesn't happen without spaces. And so I know I have a lot of pent up frustrations with faith communities that are attackers. I grew up in an evangelical church. So to know that there are spaces that are offering their space to us, we are deeply appreciative of you and the faith organizations that are here as well, offering spaces for us to meet. So I want to say thank you to them, but I also want to welcome our next and last moderator of the night, and that is Tracy Cisnero, and she will be the last of the 9.
Guys, we're at the home stretch. We're almost there, I promise. I'm gonna keep it moving as fast as I can. Again, my name's Tracy Cisneros. Yes, I'm the volunteer coordinator for Fresno Rainbow Pride, but at the very beginning, I am an ally. I'm a mom, and if anybody needs some mom energy and they're lacking mom energy for whatever reason in your life, come seek me out because I love you. All right. That said, our next speaker, Community United Church of Christ Fresno, C.J. Clark. Hey, there's CJ.
Speaking of faith communities, hello. So I am here to represent Community United Church of Christ. We are over on First Street between Bullard and Barstow. If you've ever driven down there, there's a few different churches. Ours every week has the pride flag out. It's not the progress flag, but we're working on it. Our mission statement is we are an inclusive Christian beacon, shining God's love in our city. We work toward justice for all, practice environmental integrity, cultivate respect for each person, and pursue interfaith collaboration and spiritual formation to help us grow in faith, hope, and love. That's a lot. All that to say that we are an open and affirming denomination and congregation A little bit about my own journey. I was going to one church before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then I came out, and then I went, oh no, that's actually a really bad church to go to. Uh-oh, and I literally Googled queer affirming churches near me, and CUCC was at the very top of the list. And I think that was truly an act of God, and that was where I was meant to be, because I could not imagine being anywhere else. Our contact information is right there. Address. In June, we will be marching in Pride Month at the Pride Parade. We have been for years now. It's awesome, love it, and we will be making a special donation that month to an LGBTQ organization. We have yet to decide, but we know for sure we will do that. I would know, I'm on the team that decides those things. So if you ever decide to come by, you can. You don't have to commit to being in person. You can also watch live stream on our website or Facebook. We would just love to see you, even if just once, to let you know that you are loved. That is it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CJ. Again, in the interest of keeping it moving, not to be confused with the snack at the back of the room, like Robin said earlier. We have the Fresno PD LGBTQIA+ liaison, Sergeant Matthew.
Hey everyone, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Matthew Scudo. I'm a sergeant with the Fresno Police Department. I am also the very first LGBTQIA liaison with Fresno PD. I've been with Fresno for 18 years, and this is huge. I never thought something like this would happen, and I'm extremely excited to be in this role. One of the things that we want to, as a Fresno Police Department, want to make sure that everyone knows is that safety and trust in our community is huge. It's one of the biggest things that we need to make sure that we have in our community. And one of the things is hate crimes. Hate crimes are not reported as they should be within our community. I've seen that for many years, so I know what's happening in our community. In order for us to help stop hate crimes, we need to go ahead and make sure that we are reporting it. Part of my position I've been doing is if someone is making a hate crime, please call the police department, report it. I'm being notified of those crimes, and I'm reaching out to those victims individually, making sure that they're granted all the resources that they need and expressing our support for them during that terrible time. Another thing I'm doing also is reaching out to other members of our organization that are part of the LGBT community, so that way they have a safe and inclusive environment to work with or work in as well. My information is up here. Please, if you have any questions, please either send me a text message, phone call, or email. If I don't get right back to you right away, I work nights, so I will return your call as soon as I can. But thank you guys for having me educated.
Thank you, Sergeant Matthew Kudo. And next up, from the Tower District Rotary Club of Fresno, we have Chris Guerrero. What? This is not Chris. This is an imposter person.
I'm taller.
You are, okay, well, I'll take your word for it.
Hi, Chris is in Arizona, so I'm speaking for him today. My name is Greg Little. I'm on the board of the Tower District Rotary Club of Fresno. We are new. We just started forming in mid-2022. We came together as LGBTQIA+ group that wanted to form specifically for the Tower District, but beyond that as well. It's kind of unusual for Rotary because Rotary is kind of seen as an older, not really that inclusive crowd. So when we started getting formed, we actually got a lot of traction and a lot of input from Rotary. Rotary's really excited because they really don't have a good outreach for younger, newer members, so they're struggling with that. So with us being younger and LGBTQ inclusive and being in the Tower, we actually have a lot of younger members, and it's been real exciting for Rotary. Rotary's basic mission is service above self. So our main thing is actually just to partner with other groups to help them with your projects. So we've done several now. Right now we do gold scenes every month with their trash cleanup. First class events, we did a backpack drive with them for the school. But we also included haircuts and food for them to take home and bikes donated and that kind of stuff. So those are the kind of projects we like to get involved in. We do have a really fun party at Halloween every year to raise some money. Lady Diana is one of our members. She came to a couple meetings, but if you want to come and speak to our meetings, we have meetings the second and fourth Thursdays of the month, somewhere in Tower. The fourth Thursday is always at first class events. The second Thursday, we try to do a social somewhere else, but I'll keep it quick. That's it. Our main mode of communication is through Instagram. You just go to Tower District Rotary on Instagram and you'll find us. Message us there if you want to come speak or want us to come speak at one of your events. We'd be glad to. We're new and we just want to reach out to you guys to find out what you guys need and what we can help you guys with. So thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. And now, oh, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So next we have the Youth Leadership Institute. Now, before I say JV Villarreal, this is who you are, right? Okay, you guys didn't pull a switcheroo on me, right? Okay, it's JV Villarreal.
Hello, everybody. My name is JB. I am the program from the Youth Leadership Institute. I'm here with Daniel and Johnson, who are also from the Youth Leadership Institute. We have many different programs. Daniel and Johnson lead the No Youth Media, which is the youth journalism program. Young people can submit to a team providing like poetry, art, photography, and get paid for those submissions. We also have a variety of different programs. There's underage substance use prevention programs for marijuana specifically and alcohol specifically. I run a mentorship program, and then we also have Red 559 for policy work. So Red 559 stands for Redefining Equity Through Policy 559, and that specializes in policy work. Right now, they're working on mental health. Last year was exciting for us. We participated in the Pride Parade, so we had over 30 young people across all of our programs march in the parade. And then we also had young people in and out of our table at the principal here. And so we also want to talk about our Board of Archivist happening on April 6th. That anyone can come to. We have some flyers. Everyone can see us over here at this table. You can invite anybody. Everybody's welcome. And it's going to be an art fest at Art Fair downtown. If you want to have any information about any of our programs at all, you can contact myself, Daniel, or Johnson, and we can get you and any young people you know might be interested and connected with us. And that's it.
Thank you, JV. Okay, up next, we have the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom Fresno, Teresa Castillo. Going once. We do not have this individual here, so that's unfortunate. Take a look at their website when y'all have an opportunity, take a snapshot of that slide, and moving on. We have Keel Thomas Lopez Schmidt from South Tower Land Trust. Ooh, bam. That was cool.
How'd you get?
Hi, everybody. Kyle Lopez Schmidt, here they pronouns, Executive Director of the South Tower Community Land Trust. Shout out to Stan, who's our Vice President. First and foremost, there's an ongoing genocide going on in Palestine. Want to just uplift that there are people that in the community that need to stand up and highlight that this travesty is going on. The connection to Fresno is that our current mayor and many of the Fresno Police Department leaders have trained in Israel with the occupying forces, and there are refugees here from Palestine, and it's important that we uplift that issue. The South Tower Community Land Trust mission is to build community control of land, housing, and civic resources centered in the South Tower neighborhood. We envision a barrier-free neighborhood, creatively building shared prosperity and health. We have been doing that by first organizing to turn a former police station into a park in our neighborhood. We've seen that police do not prevent crime, police do not make our communities safe. It is well-resourced communities with quality housing and parks and resources that make us safe. So I want to just shout out that we're working on public art, we're working on affordable housing, we're working on bringing a library back to the neighborhood. And I'll highlight the Queer Housing Summit we organized last year in August, co-hosted with YLI as well as the LGBTQ plus Resource Center. We're going to do that again. It was very successful last year. We're expanding it and will be this August again. There's flyers in the back if you want to submit any panel or program ideas for the event or performance that you would like to bring to the Queer Housing Summit. We want you there at the Tower Theater in August to join us. And I'll just highlight that in our neighborhood, we believe in Indigenous sovereignty, we believe in Black liberation, we believe in disability justice, climate justice, queer justice. All those things are linked together intersectionally, and it's important that we stand up and fight for them all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I apologize, I mispronounced your name the first time, it's Kyle. I will never make that mistake again. Next up, we have Mary Paskin, the Executive Director of Fresno Police and Neighborhood Watch. We had a hike to get up here, so I have to take your time. It's a long walk. Here you go.
Thank you. Before I get into speaking, I'd like to ask an honest question. How many of you feel safe in your neighborhood? If you feel safe, raise your hand. Okay, if you feel unsafe in your neighborhood where you live or where you work, raise your hand. Okay. Well, my name is Mary Paskin. I'm an ally and I'm a strong ally. And I represent the Fresno Police and Neighborhood Watch. We are a resident-led community organization deeply committed to fostering a safer, more inclusive Fresno. Our mission is simple yet powerful, bridging the gap between law enforcement, city officials, and the very heart of our neighborhoods, you, our residents. We are moving to be the change we have needed for so long to support the LGBTQ plus community. In recent times, we've seen how members of the LGBTQ plus community feel marginalized, not just by law enforcement, but within the broader community. This reality is not just disheartening, it challenges the very fabric of what we stand for: inclusivity, safety, and mutual respect. Our approach to change is grounded in direct community engagement. We don't just talk about change, we are the catalysts. By hosting neighborhood meetings and providing educational presentations, we are building crucial connections. These gatherings just aren't meetings, they are building blocks for a community where every voice is heard and every concern is addressed. However, our work doesn't stop at meetings. We actively advocate for improvements in neighborhood safety and infrastructure. By collaborating with city officials and agencies, we ensure that the needs and the voices of the LGBTQ plus community are not just heard, but acted upon. But to effect real change, we need you. Your experiences, your voice, and your participation are vital in anything that you're advocating for. We encourage you to join us, be part of the neighborhood watch groups, or visit our website at makefresnosafer.org. Here you can find more information, get involved, and help us create a Fresno that is safe and welcoming for all. In conclusion, let's remember, safety and acceptance are not just ideals. They are necessities that we must tirelessly work towards. Together, we can transform Fresno into a place where the LGBTQ plus individuals feel not just safe, but valued and respected. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to working hand in hand with each of you to make Fresno a beacon of inclusivity and safety. We have information in the back if you're interested.
Hey guys, we're gonna rewind just a hot second, heading back over to the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. Fresh from the potty break I wish I took, but we did have a moment. I'm just kidding. This is going to be Teresa Castillo.
I'm so sorry that I'm late. We had an event over at the downtown library with our group, so just got it cleaned up and I'm here. And I apologize, I haven't been here for the program, so I'm not exactly sure of how the speakers have been. Okay, so we are the women who wear these shirts, but we have men too. And these shirts say, "Ask me why I'm a dangerous woman." Okay, and on it is a postage stamp with who knows who's on the stamp. Anybody? Jane Addams. Jane Addams was a social worker. She started a place called Hull House in Chicago. She was the first woman, single woman, never married, and possibly had a female partner. You know, the history doesn't want to be exactly truthful, but she started Hull House to be a home for refugees in Chicago. She promoted the art and culture of the people that lived there, the families that lived there. She created the first daycare center in the US. Now, this was all at the turn of the century, 1900s. So the group, WILL, stands for Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. The reason that Jane is so important is she was the first president of WILL in 1915 in The Hague, in Switzerland. She met with other mothers who did not want their sons dying in world wars or regional wars. And that's how we started. But we are so much more than just an anti-war group, which that in itself is enormous. We have issue committees that deal with the whole gamut of social justice. And she's a dangerous woman because she was the first woman wanted by the FBI in the US because she stood for social justice, because she did not believe in war. So that's who we are. We meet the second Thursday of the month at the Fresno Center for Nonviolence, which is just across the street here on Van Ness and McKinley. I don't know my directions, down that way. Yep. And I'm the branch chair. We have issue committees that deal with disarmament, Middle East, homelessness. We do not have an issue committee that deals specifically with the LGBTQ community, and we'd love to have that. But we can't represent someone who we are not. We support, we're allies, we do what we can, but we'd love for someone to come and join us and bring that to our group.
Right.
Thank you, we've been in Fresno since '65. Perfect.
International League for Peace and Freedom, Fresno. Okay, up next, P flags. Hey, you are fame too. That's so funny to you. Vamping.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. It's nice to see so many folks that People Like Fresno has partnered with, so many folks that are on our resource list, and so many folks that have come and spoken to us. We hope to see more of y'all at more of our events. So I am Drew Harbo, you see him pronouns. I am the current serving president of People Like Fresno. I am an out and proud transgender man. So People Like Fresno, we're the local chapter of the nation's first and largest organization that's specifically dedicated to supporting families, educating allies, and advocating for equality for LGBTQ people and those who love us. We do this through actually a bunch of different elements. There were a bunch of different elements these days. First, we have our flagship second Sunday of the month meetings. Those thank you, Wesley United Methodist Church, who were here earlier. That's where we have those. From 2 to 4, they are education and support. And actually, Adam from Oasis Legal is going to be our next speaker. Thank you, Adam. We also work with local medical and mental health providers with improved access to, give trainings for, and education around the health care of LGBTQ folks. As part of these efforts, we curate a resource list of affirming and competent doctors and therapists on our website. Some of the folks are here today. Thank you, Mandy, wherever you are. Hi, back there. We are here to foster and maintain ongoing individual relationships with these providers so that we can maintain a high level of accuracy. When we tell you that these people are LGBTQ affirming, we mean it. If there's a problem, we can work on your behalf and advocate for you with them. We have opened a little queer library housed within the EOC LGBTQ Resource Center, high over there, where we have nearly 700 books that are written by, for, and about the LGBTQ community. Our stories are important and need to be shared. You can visit the library during the Resource Center's open hours, 10 to 5, Monday through Thursday. We've also done a little queer book club, which meets monthly on the third Friday at the Resource Center at 6:30. Our book club leader, Brittany Parker, has selected a great selection of books that include the diversity and beauty of our community. And we participate in rapid response community organizing to respond to threats made to the lives, wellness, and health of our community members. We are working to make Fresno a more inclusive and holistic, welcoming and improving space for all of our community. We welcome people who both need support and who are able to give support. So we love to see you people coming out for any of our events. Thank you.
Thank you. So unfortunately, our last group, Tower District Marketing Committee, was not able to make it today, so I'm gonna ask you, Terry, to do me a favor. Can you run us up to the second slide, which is full of all the logos of all the folks that were here today? Guys, you made it to the end. I know, right? So all the way up to the top. I wanted you to see, because some of you missed it, there's a slide here that shows every single organization. Look at it. This is how many organizations here were present, and it wasn't even all of them that came to that first town hall, that came to participate in the original meeting. So hopefully, next go around, we're gonna have even more folks, and this room is gonna be even fuller, more folks that wanna be involved, people we've never met before. Not that I'm not interested in seeing you guys again, because I love you, but I'd like to see some more fresh faces, so spread the word on that. And I'm gonna hand it on back to Robin, who's gonna wrap us up.
So once again, a big round of applause for our moderators who have worked nonstop to try to keep us on time. I also have one more announcement.
Hi there, I'll make this very quick. My name is Maverick. I'm with the EOC. We're part of the groups that meet there every week. Basically, we started a trans and gender expansive led Discord server from the community of Fresno. It's local. The server is called Down with the System, CIS, meaning cis, like cisgender, Down with the System official server. Ask me more or anyone from the group over there about it if you want to join or you know anyone that might want to join. Thank you for your time and have a great night.
Make sure to send me the Discord link so I can send it out. Okay. Perfect. Okay, hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure housekeeping. Okay, so once again, there is going to be another town hall on June the 12th. It will happen here at Fresno City in the auditorium. There will be a survey that's going to go out about this event and then ideas for the future event on what the community would like to have it look like. So if you are not on an email list that I sent an email to you about this event, please make sure that you message me at robin.mcgeehee@fresno.gov. If you need that, I have a card on the tables. Or the organization that did email you or message you about this event, please make sure that they are sending you the link on the form so they can get you that survey and you can fill it out to give feedback for the event. Also, I want to make sure, the RFPs, if you are applying for the request for proposal for the funds that are available, the deadline is April the 30th. It is on Planet Bids, and I can give you the link to that if you are not getting the email that has the link in the emails that are going out. Any questions about any of that stuff or for any of the organizations that spoke today? We have 30 minutes, and if there's somebody that has something that they want to offer. All right, please visit and get to know each other, and we will be emailing out about future events. Thank you to Terry and Ralph for running a tight ship.
Guys, I just want to take a second to remember, let's thank Robin for, first of all, taking my responsibility of
Bringing up the law, stop the Zoom.